Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Raids Week 19, Day 1, and we are of course restricted to all of the Urskaya troops from gosh, I keep messing this up. It's all of the Urskayas. I mean, it's I'll get it right eventually. It is everything in Urskaya is what we're allowed to use, regardless of if it's a Urskaya troop or not, is what we are allowed to use in this week's event. Also, I'd even grab my 9th star. Of course, the most recent troops did allow it to reach 9 stars. Still not capable of reaching 10 star, though. But speaking about star levels, I actually did finally... Why is it loading? There we go. I was actually finally able to get Mist of Scales last night to 14 stars. We were stuck at 12 for a while because we didn't have that one pet maxed. However, now we did, so now we are. So, yeah, we got that done. So, that happened randomly last night while I was still doing, like, a little bit more key grinding. Didn't actually get any keys, but did end up finding the pet randomly from someone else in the guild, so that worked out. But anyways, of course, good majority of this stream is going to be us doing raids, doing, maybe not all of our things, but as many as we can get in right now. I'm currently running with, as I mentioned in the other video, Mang. I still can't get this guy's name. Gary, Doomclaw, and Urskaya. If you don't have Doomclaw, you can replace it out for Corrupt Urskaya. And if you don't have Urskaya, you can replace it out for, where'd she go? For Baba Yaga. It's going to be a little bit of a weird team still that way. But this will allow you to have summons so that you can have backup hits for the boss. And this will allow you to create skulls as well as enrage very easily. That's pretty much what we're going to be rolling with for now and seeing how it goes. Might revamp eventually, but it'd be perfectly fine just using this. And we can use Urskaya because it will start with half mana. Where do you get Mang? You get Mang at 23 brown, 23 red hero mastery. And once you have that, you have it forever. Pretty easy weapon to obtain for the most part. And that's hero mastery, not base mastery. Now let's move that over. And then Mang, one-shot the other thing, throw Doomclaw at it, and go from there. Do that, throw that. Actually, at that point, I should have just went for the hit on them and tried for the Devour. Now I can't get the Devour. I'll still go for it, though. We'll do that. Oh, wait! I forgot. I did forget about that. Even though it's one of those weird texts, I believe it says adjacent, doesn't it? No, it is one of the weird ones that actually do have correct wording. Or different wording, I should say. It actually does have correct wording. It says the next enemy above and below. It does not do this to adjacent enemies. It's the one good aspect about this mythic that I believe is actually unique only to this mythic, which is why that threw me off for a second. But yes, this mythic can devour, regardless of if it's directly adjacent. So if there's a 1-hole gap or a 2-hole gap, it can still get its devour. Of course, it's still extremely inconsistent with its Devour, but it is capable of getting it, if nothing else. Also, what on earth is that team? A bunch of fire lizards. That can actually be really annoying. Fire lizards can infinitely loop into itself, as well as with others. Now, we'll take that skull, and that should be enough damage, and then split damage will kill even if that's not enough. And we'll split kill it. Yeah, hello everyone. Hello William. Hello Original. Hello Allison. Hello Marcelo. And if anyone still has any other questions, let me know. Hello Haley. Hello Rap HPL. Hello Gary. Hello Captain. Hello Mr. Jesse. Hello DeCrio. Hello Steph. Hello Kyle. Hello Litu. And hello Radio. And hello Gustavo. And hello everyone else. Welcome. And hello Nancy. Welcome, everyone. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff coming this week. We have new hero class this Friday. We have new Mythic this Friday. And it's actually a good Mythic. It's basically a different version of, what's his name? Of Infernus. So we get Infernus 2.0 on this Friday. More like 1.1. It's basically Infernus with stun. Is basically the bottom line of that new troop. It's slightly different than it. But Infernus with stun is a good summary of what that troop is. Okay, move that, move that. I think we just need a brown into Mang at this point. I don't think we need a different option. Actually, we'll take a red. Red also works. He'll skull us, he Mangs, and he's dead. And we're right back where we started on sigils, right back at 20. Also, I didn't mention it in the previous video, but we got a lot of emojis in the most recent pack. Let me go show those real quick for any of you still interested on buying or not buying them. It is a little bit pricey. You do have to go one tier further than you normally would need to. It's 350 gems out of your way. I did go for it this raids. For invasions, it's definitely worth it because you double up. However, for raids, you don't really need to double up. I guess you technically could once you start getting really deep, but I don't think you're really going to need it unless you don't have that many options. Like, obviously, we could replace out our Doomclaw with another one, but I don't know. I feel like we'd get better value out of Doomclaw. But, let me go show those real quick. We actually get 8 instead of 4, which is kind of weird. It's actually one of the few reasons why I even went for it. Otherwise, I probably would have passed on it. But I did have 8. And they're all cat emoticons, which look really cute. And some of them have different facials than the other one. But, of course, over top of... where'd it go? Underneath raids, it is all the way on tier 5, which is normally 350 gems further. Because more often than not, you just go to tier 4, because that's all you need to get it to Mythic. You just go to tier 4, use a blue orb on it, boom, you're done. Tier 5 you normally don't bother going for, but at least it gives some more legendary ingots, and it does give all these little thingies. So these are what they look like. Let me just go and change our settings, make them large, spam our own chat with it. Actually, you know what? We'll bother global chat. We'll spam global chat with it. Oops, I don't want two of the same one. Fail! I failed already! Let's see. These are what they look like. Also, I might as well say hi to them while we're doing this. No, we'll just do this. We'll just say it to them. But those are what they look like. Those 8 right there. All from that little pack. Also, we're already here. Hello, everyone. I am streaming raids on YouTube at Tacet. If anyone is interested. Which one of these work well? There we go. I should probably type in Gems of War. I always like doing that just in case someone thinks it's some other game for whatever reason. There we go. Okay, anyways. Where were we? So, let's go do raids. Also, we'll have a redeem code probably once we reach down to 10 sigils, I believe. Somewhere around there, we'll go and hand out a code. If anyone still have any questions, let me know. Okay, I'll move that over for now. Get a Mang down. Also, be careful with the event tomorrow. I did mention on the video too. But just don't forget that tomorrow is Warrens, and I do know that more people are probably farming Warrens than most of the other ones. There's 2 kingdoms that people tend to be camping the most. Warrens and the most recent one that just came out. Those are the most recent one is actually the best one to do, but people were already farming Warrens for the most part, so I think most people kind of just kept with Warrens if they were already farming it. But especially since it has arcane trait stones on it. But yeah, do be careful if you do farm Warrens, because tomorrow's a Warrens event, and if you do go further than whatever level you have on Warrens, that will permanently level it. So if you currently have it at level 20 and you go to 50 during the event, it will be permanently at 50. Or if you have it at 90 and you go to 100, it will then be permanently at 100 instead of 90. So do be careful with that. Okay, let's take the skull down, and down it goes. What's a good Warrens team? I normally just use Key Team the entire time. However, I have been switching into Tina with Arachne and Weaver related teams. Like going Apothecary, feeding it, Mountain Crusher, Apothecary, Tina, one other troop. The other troop can be Weaver or second Tina, or really whatever you have as utility. Tina alone can solo it, Weaver alone can solo it for the earlier battles, that is. And otherwise, I just normally run Key Team. I used to run Key Team always for it, but there just isn't as many Cedrics in it, so it's not as worth it. However, it does yield you more gold by doing so. Okay, he poked us a few times, not that big a deal. It's kind of weird seeing firebombs. I still haven't seen a triple firebomb team yet. I really want to, though. Might give him a lot of mana, but it'd be pretty hilarious to see that we pretty much just auto-win off the start of the battle just from that. Okay, we'll just poke him with a bunch of stuff. Poke him with that, boom. Poke him with this, boom, and he's dead. You already messed up your delves. Why, did you level a little bit on all of them? Well, you could just farm the next delve that's coming out. We have a new delve coming out 2 weeks from now. Not this Friday, not next Friday, but the following Friday. So technically 3 Fridays from now. But we do have another faction every single month, and sometimes they're actually good to farm. The most recent one was the best one to farm in the entire game, so they seem to be adding a lot of pretty decent ones for farming lately. I wouldn't doubt that another one's around the corner. I'm not sure what the layout is for next delve, though. I was hoping for Devour there. Did not get it. Okay, we'll throw that down. That's also not enough damage. Fail. Only problem is most of our cleanup comes down to skulls or getting lucky with Doomclaw. Pretty much all we have for cleaning up troops. You know what? I should probably let it have mana. If it casts, all we have to do is throw Mang at it. That's why I'm actually not throwing Mang at the moment. Better if we could just get a skull. That would also work. Do I have a drop for that? Yes, I do. Didn't get it, though. Oh, I could have had 2 drops. Oh, and I would have gotten it, too. But I would have moved that down earlier. It was still aligned, and I didn't move it yet. Fail. Okay, that's fine. That should be enough damage. He's just going to go down to that, then. We'll do that. Take that. Dead. There we go. Hello, Plumko! Welcome! Oh, also we got 10 gems for doing something. Sweet. I think one of our tasks was to use 4 of the exact same type, and I'm currently using 4 Urskaya's. I still have not done the Doom one. I have no clue why. I need to go do that. Or the Daemon one, I mean. I have to do that before the end of stream. That can't not happen. I've had this task for like a week, and I still haven't bothered doing it, despite it being worth 2 gem keys. It would only take like 10 minutes. Not even. Also, once we give out the redeem code, we'll get 5 free gems, apparently. Because we have to go open a gem key anyways. Go back to to raids, many game modes. Oh, also, before I do that, let's go claim all of our rewards. I believe we get the portrait, and we get all of our other junk here. Oh, too much junk. Actually, we got a vault key and all that mess. That portrait isn't too interesting. Actually, what portrait is pretty interesting is actually the one that you can buy. It kind of has a pretty funny expression on it, that one. That one, I do have to say, out of the gem-related ones, actually does seem like one that people would use. However, no one's using it yet, though. I haven't seen a single person actually use it yet. But it looks like this. Where'd it go? That one right over there. That's such a funny expression. What's kind of funny about it, too, is it's not even the one on the card. They actually made a unique one for it. That's kind of cool. Also, I didn't even realize that. That's lazy for this one. They literally took the art of the ability and then the art of the troop and then overlaid them and used the art of the ability as the background and the art of the troop as the front ground. I didn't even notice that. That is pretty funny. Of course, most of these are just reusing the assets, but I didn't even realize that the background to that was actually his ability. That's funny. Anyways. That's not what I wanted. PvP yet. Wait until that. Actually, we're probably not doing any PvP to stream, though we will be quite a bit this weekend since it is a PvP week. Plus, we get +5 glory just for plopping that one troop into our team. So we'll be switching to him occasionally on the super easy teams we might find. I'm sorry, did this stream to go down for a second? But yeah, we'll be using the, I was mainly just saying that we'll be doing PvP later in the week and using that new +5 glory troop whenever we see easy battles in order to clean them up. Oh yeah, I didn't bother upgrading the weapon yet. I don't think I even showed that thing for the video. Probably should have. I need to make sure I need to keep doing that. The perks. It's just most weapons are so pointless that I just assume that the perks aren't going to make them viable enough to actually use. But sometimes they are, so probably should go over them. Let me go double check what even is. What is it? Enrage or attack buff or... Oh, we'll go check in a second. Kill that out. Kill him with split. Also, currently I have +1 attack to all allies per turn instead of immunes. The main reason I'm doing this is it seems we only really have to deal with burn this week. So I figured we don't really need immune to all those immunes if we only have to deal with burn. Because for one, that immune does not have immune to burn on it. And other than that, well, we might as well just have free attack. So yeah, I went down the attack route. Which is why you see at the start of each of our turn, we're just getting a bunch of attack every single time. And I was going down that route for it. Hello, Motown. Welcome. Returning player. Hello, Shall Live. Can you name quickly the best mythics or new features, if there are any? You notice there is some kind of reward exchange between players. Well, how far ago did you come back from? As far as the best, most noteworthy mythics in the game, Infernus is still really viable. Wordbreaker. High King Iron Gut is a Devour option that's used for the new game mode of Delves. Actually, I should probably go over that real quick. But as far as new dailies that you should be focusing on, I'm pretty sure you've been around for dungeons, but make sure you're doing that every day. Takes like a few minutes, particularly if you're later in the game. Most noteworthy thing, probably within that time that you should probably be doing every day when you can, is after you complete out the Sin and Mirage questline, you unlock Underworld, which is basically a new system of kingdoms that are called factions. And here you end up gaining a bunch of renown from going deeper into these factions, which give you a bunch of various rewards like stats and ingots, which are used to upgrade weapons and extra gold and all that, as well as an exclusive pet and a few other things. But mainly just ingots, and ingots is basically the biggest reward. Ingots and shards, which are used to upgrade or to unlock portals, which are used basically as keys. There's 4 unique troops to every single one of them. They're basically like mini kingdoms that have 4 troops instead of a starting amount of 8. It's basically what factions are, and a new one comes out every month. Next one on May 17th. But, I mean, sorry. Yeah, May 17th. I was right. Yeah, you get 3 of these per day, and you basically just go through a bunch of rooms, and you get a bunch of loot for it, and then you kill out the boss room and get a gigantic chest. You get a bunch of gold souls, ingots, and other shards and stuff. And you want to make sure you do those every day. But as far as other features, you pretty much just do whatever the guild-related event is. It's not just Guild Wars every single time anymore. Now we have 4 that alternate. Currently, it is raids, as we are doing right now. And you just get a bunch of various rewards by participating with your guild. Most of them don't really need much communication with your guild other than Tower of Doom. Most of the other ones, like raids, invasions, and Guild Wars, of course, you can pretty much just do on your own without really needing much input from your guild unless you just need team ideas from them. But normally on Monday videos, other than for Guild Wars, we tend to go over teams. And the only reason I don't tend to do it for Guild Wars is, I don't know, why don't I do it for Guild Wars? I guess it's mainly because it's the exact same teams every single time. Like, normally there's nothing meta shifting that makes it so you are using some set of team that it would be a different set of team. It always kind of just runs the exact same every time, whereas raids, invasions, and Tower of Doom is different every time. I guess Tower of Doom is somewhat similar, but it changes between 6 different ones. But I guess now Tower of Doom does technically repeat, though, since we've had 1 of each now. We've had 7 Tower of Doom, so every single one has repeated at least once. So of course, raids and invasions every single time is completely different, with absolutely no similarities, other than, or you know, this general game mode is similar, but as far as what you have to use for it, team-wise, is completely different. Is Wardbreaker worth crafting? Yes. Wardbreaker is a nice mythic to have. Its probably most useful purpose is Bronzelock Pistol, Wardbreaker, Leprechaun, Cedric Sparklesack. That team is probably one of his better combinations. One other pretty good combination he has is Mountain Crusher, Dragon Soul, Wardbreaker, Farish Ra, which is basically a soul farming full AoE team, which is somewhat decent. I believe it does around 20,000 souls per hour while winning PvP at a decent rate. But those are the 2 main things it's used for. Other than that, it's maybe used in like Centaur-related teams. But the main 2 is for full AoE teams and like various Bronzelock Pistol teams, because Bronzelock Pistol into Wardbreaker is a really solid combo, and they have no mana conflict when used together as well. And we'll do this. We'll throw a split at him. Oh, never mind. Wait, how is that enough to kill? Wait, how did that kill? Oh, I forgot. It has a boost ratio based on enraged enemies. Forgot about that aspect of it. So we could potentially get 6 additional damage on it, because enrage will not boost on itself. Oh, wait, yes it would. Because, never mind, it doesn't get removed. The merge doesn't boost on itself because it ends up getting removed when you end up casting. However, Enrage would, because it doesn't actually get removed unless you take a skull. But never mind, yeah, so you could potentially get 8 additional damage from it, which is actually what we're getting right now. So that's not 34 damage, that is actually 42 damage that it's doing. Am I still playing Gems of War on Switch? Yes, of course. Even last night we just played it for like an hour and a half. I've still been doing it. I've been doing more towards the bare minimum lately. Like just doing the minimum to stay in the number 2 guild in the game, as well as just the weekly objectives and stuff like that. But no, I've still been playing it. A little bit less lately, obviously. I think it's been about, I would say, 6 to 10 hours a week, somewhere around there. So quite a bit less than I normally would, but I've still been playing it. And I will be once it finally reaches late game. Doing it at least until late game. We're a little over level 700 on it. Okay, move that over. We'll skull us. Not much we could really do about that. I'll throw Mang and then kill him out with the split damage. A really small amount of damage, but it's enough to kill him. So as I mentioned, we'll hand out a redeem code once we hit 10 sigils. Unfortunately, Vow Ravens keep dropping. Once the first instance we hit 10, we'll hand out a code. So the more Vow Ravens we get, ironically, the longer that will take. Let's see, we'll take that down. Grab a Mang, grab that over. Take a Mang, and then we just kill him with the Ray Troop. The Mythic isn't really needed. You do not need this Mythic to win. However, it does have a small chance of doing that. That's the worst time to ever say you don't need the Mythic to win. I could not have said that at the worst possible time. That was insanely lucky and not normally what he does. But that's ideally what you want him to do. There is a potential chance that he could triple kill or very close 2.5 kill, where he does a lot of damage to one troop and then he double kills the two, the one above and the one below. However, that is very unlikely that he normally gets that. However, there is a chance that he does, and that's pretty much the whole reason why we're using him, to hope that happens. Of course, normally it doesn't. It's 220 for 5% rolls that roll independently of each other. But no, you definitely don't need him. I'm just doing it for speed. I would say if you don't have him, if you have everything from this team but not him, I would say replace it either with Baba Yaga or... I'm not sure what the other option would actually be. There's something cheap from the kingdom you could probably use, but probably Baba Yaga, so you can have a, in case the Mythic, in case the, what's his name? In case the Zugov starts killing things out, you can replace it so it has less of a chance to hit something important. Okay. Obviously, you can't silence the enemy, though. You can silence the one that's in second to last, but you can't end up doing it to the, oh, what's his name? Why do I keep forgetting his name? Zugov! Why am I forgetting his name all of a sudden? Even after literally just saying it. Right, let's take that out, and he's dead. So what's the other option? Oh, yeah, there's another option, too. I forgot him off the top of my head, but it's Corrupted Urskaya. Corrupted Urskaya and Baba Yaga are probably, like, your two biggest other replacements if you don't have Doomclaw and Urskaya. You should most likely have this, though, if you just bought a few packs. And everyone has Mang. And if you don't, 23 brown, 23 red mastery, you can get that within a week. You can even get it theoretically within a day if you play a lot that day. All you have to do is keep leveling your hero and put all your masteries into brown and red. Yeah, normally he does 0 Devours, which is unfortunate. The whole reason we have him is to hope that he doesn't do 0 Devours. He also helps enrage some of our team, though so does this half-mana start troop. Because all we have to do is cast it, and then boom, our entire team's enraged. Yeah, we'll just keep chipping him down. Did we try for Skull? Yeah, why not? Didn't get it, though. Oh, he didn't even go for it. Perfect. I'll just scrap it then. Yes, I'm currently using Urskaya Banner because we do not use purple. So I'm just using +2 red, +1 brown, -1 purple. The -1 does nothing. And obviously we need more red than we need brown because... actually, we're using 2 of both. However, I want the Ray Troop to be able to get up a bit quicker. So I'm doing it that way. You can do it either way, though. I do believe I have my thing set to another brown, though. So technically, we actually have +2 red, +2 brown. Because I do have this set to 1 additional brown off of the tree right there. I also have it set to +1 attack instead of the immunities, because I don't believe there's anything in this event that actually has a stats effect that you would need immune to off of that thing. There's a bunch of burns, but that trait doesn't have immune to burn. So I've just been running with this, and it's been working out pretty well. With the +1 attack instead as well. So it basically allows us, even if our hero dies, it'll allow the rest of our team to one-shot everything. And particularly about one-shotting everything. Worst comes to worst, we could even do it with Doomclaw if we truly had to. If it gets even 1 Devour, it'll have a pretty decent amount of stats between 1 attack per turn and whatever it got from the enemy. Oh, I could have gone for blues there, but oh well. Oh, gotta be careful. He's about to escape. Let's see. So we're probably gonna have enough sigils that it probably wouldn't matter, especially since we bought a pack deeper this time around. However, I still don't want him escaping. So we'll do that. Throw a Mang at him, and that'll be match. We can kill him with some splits here, and that's match. And he's dead. Yeah, Salty will be streaming in probably about half an hour. We'll be streaming all the way up to her stream. Maybe a little bit longer since we started so later. Probably chip into her ever so slightly. No, I probably won't. Need to start a little bit later today. Video is taking forever to upload, which is really weird. Normally when it's a shorter video, it doesn't take that long for it to upload, but it took its time today for whatever reason. Guess my internet's just slower tonight or something. My upload speed. What do we take here? Yeah, we'll take it that way. And then we just kill that down. Throw that out. And then we just go and... Oh, now I can't devour him, though. Fail. Okay, there we go. Luckily, we just get a random skull, so it doesn't even matter. Also, other than to instant kill Zoogoff, our hero is basically never going to die. We have Barrier at start of battle, Barrier every Brown, and we have Barrier off a 25% chance to a random ally. Unfortunately, he does hit through Barrier. Oh, also we have 40% score reduction. That hero is pretty much unkillable for all intensive purposes. The only thing that's really going to kill it is Zoogoff deciding to hit it. Do we skull? I'm actually not going to skull because I'm going to hit the thing and try for 25% devour. I didn't get it. Okay, we'll kill it splits. And then we'll just randomly kill it with skull. I'm going to try baiting it out, I guess. Nope, he didn't fall for it. We'll just take a random move and hopefully he'll give it to us. No, he does not. Actually, he cast... Wait, was that with the invisible sight? I think that was. Could have actually took that and gotten a... cascaded extra turn into his skull. Now let's grab that, mang him down. At this point, I might as well just double tap him. I think that's enough damage. No, it won't be, never mind. Even with the enrage boost ratio, that's only 42. Which is ever so slightly short. And dead. Any Switch players here in need of a guild? Not sure if we have too many Switch players around in this chat. Though some people have been mentioning they started playing recently, so that could mean that they're on Nintendo Switch. But of course, it could just be people coming back to PC Mobile or some other version. Why, do we still need one person for the guild? Actually, speaking of that, I might need one person for my main guild. I think I knew we needed one earlier this morning. I'm not sure if we still need one, though. I didn't double check. I'm gonna go check right now. But if anyone's still interested, even if my guild is full right now, feel free to contact me on the Gems World Forum and such. If you are interested in trying to get into the guild, we normally have openings here and there. Normally every few weeks or so. At least one opening. If not more. I'll take that over for now. Grab blue over. Start chipping at the lower one. Try finding a skull at this point. Actually going to use Mang on him, as weird as that may seem, just because it's not really going to be that useful on the other one, since we're just going to try aiming to one-shot skull it. And he's dead. Doesn't matter what he takes, he can't stop every skull on the board. Oh, we're still at 29? Well, if anyone's interested in joining the guild, then... yeah, we're still at 29. So if anyone's interested in joining the guild, our requirements are 1 million guild, 200 trophies, 1,500 seals, 30 Guild War battles, 40k Guild War points, level 3 on all of the guild-related events and everything. Though most people, I'm pretty sure, in Lake Game are going for pretty much up to emojis and everything. So, and 25 Tower of Doom kills. So, if you can do that, feel free. And we are starting to kick people, so we actually will be having more rooms in the near future. That's actually where that most recent slot came from, I believe. Someone else has been managing the guild for me, so that's been working out quite conveniently. Because I hate having to take time to do it these days. After, like, the first 2 years, it's like, eh. Like, it's fun at first to manage the guild when you have your own guild. Once it starts going on for a while, it just becomes more of a chore than fun. But luckily, the person who's been, Giovanni, who's been keeping track of it lately, I think he's still in the fun phase of it, so he's been doing that. Plus, we have a few other people that can replace it after him if he gets out of the fun phase. Luckily, several months ago, they ended up doing a patch that makes it so ridiculously easy to change your guild leader. You can do it within seconds without needing to contact support at all. So, yeah, it's really convenient just to switch. Whenever you need a new one, you just replace it within seconds with someone else who's interested from the guild. Let's see. Let's throw that down again. Oops, that's not the ability I wanted. Why did I think that was Doomclaw? I have no clue why I thought that was Doomclaw for a moment. Their ability doesn't even look that similar. Well, I guess... Oh, it doesn't look that similar. I guess they all have an orange background, but... Other than that, there's almost no similarities. Okay, do I even bother manging him? Yes, because double hit is enough to kill. Oh, we're gonna skull. That works too. There we go. What's the Switch Guild's requirement? 200,000 gold, 300 trophies, and 1,500 seals. So the gold requirement's still pretty low on it because some people are still maxing out kingdoms. And we do get all tasks done on the Nintendo Switch version. We have been since week 2 of the game. I don't think we've really been doing legendary tasks yet, though. But we have been getting all the tasks done. Or at least right up to the point of getting all tasks done. Not sure if we're a little bit lower this week. Because I know some people have been doing a little bit less PvP. Because almost everyone from the guild, unfortunately, plays on multiple different platforms. So it tends to go down a little bit. We'll throw that down. Let me get a skull. Otherwise, anything at this point will kill it. And he's dead off a Mang. Oh, did it increase to 300,000 gold? My bad. Yeah, that's about what a mid-range guild looks like. And that makes sense because there is no late-game guilds on Nintendo Switch yet. Everyone is still in mid-game or early game. Because generally a early game kind of guild or lower end of mid-game tends to be something like 100,000 gold requirement or less, normally like 100 trophies or something. It's basically a requirement so low that sometimes people don't even bother having requirements. But, you know, something like that is like a decent early game guild, like a 50,000 or 100,000 or so gold requirement, somewhere around there. Normally what you want to try looking for your first guild if you do want to have a decent first guild. From there, you want to try finding a decent mid-game guild, which is somewhere around 200,000 to 500,000 or so gold. And then sometimes you stay in your mid-game guild forever, even once you hit late game, depending on how active you are. And then eventually, once you start reaching late game, you start trying to find the really big guilds, which don't exist on Nintendo Switch yet. But on all the other versions, it's normally something like upwards of 100,000 or 1,000,000 gold requirement, somewhere within that range. And of course, there are guilds that sometimes have multi-million requirements per week. So generally, anything above 500,000 gold requirement for a late game guild is fine. So the higher the better, of course. I'll take that over. Grab a red. And we'll mang into what should still be a kill. We are eventually not going to be able to one-shot him anymore, but we're still within one-shot range. Also, wait, did we go down to 10 battles yet? Because I did say I would hand out a code once we did, and I believe we just did. If I didn't notice. You can check even if we get a Valraven, because if it says 12, then we know we hit 10 earlier. We'll take that for now. Throw another Mang down. Nice little shuffle. Though we don't really get anything out of it, so I guess it's not a nice shuffle. Just a shuffle. There we go. That was a nice cascade, however. And then we just Mang him into 2 pokes, and we do have 2 pokes, or we can just go for Skull. That works too. And down it goes. Okay, did we hit 10? Yes, we did. We actually already hit it. So let me hand out a code real quick and go open a gem key from it, because we actually need that for our daily as well. Okay, code time. Where is it? Also, Salty will have a bunch of codes in about half an hour or so. Want to go catch her stream. I'm not sure what she's going over today, though. She might go over to new hero class. She might go over to new Mythic again. Both of those are coming out this Friday, so pretty sure she's going over one or the other or both. We'll throw that in there. New hero class is going to be pretty underwhelming, though. It does have a nice gimmick. It has a 30% skull dodge and a 20% skull dodge, giving it around a 44% skull dodge of the highest percent chance in the entire game. However, that's like the only thing it has going for it. Everything else about it's pretty bad. Though the weapon's decent at least. But the weapon and the dodge chance is like the only good thing on it. So it's not really going to be used much. Sentinel's going to be better. Other than that, we're getting a new Mythic, which is going to be really good. Highly advised going for. Might even be top 10, not sure. Top 10, at least from a PvP perspective anyways. It's going to be the best stunner in the game, so that's a really good utility to have around. Oh yeah, she's going over new Mythic. That makes sense. Yeah. numerous mythic from Droxzoom, the kingdom all the way over there. Anyways, guys, there's the code. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed the stream. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu, whatever it says over there. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters. It's usable on every platform except for the console versions. And it gives the same reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And there's our legendary task from someone. Also, that reminds me, did I even contribute gold yet? Also, why did my throat just get all congested all of a sudden? Anyways, what was I looking for? I was looking for, wait, what was I looking for? I came in this menu for a reason. Oh yeah, I went to see if I donated yet, and I have not, so let me go do that. Let's go donate 1 million gold. Let's do that for now. We'll give a little bit more later. But for now, let's give the 1 million on the dots. And we get a bunch of useless stuff from it. There we go. Anyways, I'm almost considering event keys to be useless these days. Just because of how big of a surplus we have. I would convert every single one of my event keys to gem keys if I could. As weird as that may seem. Just because I currently have more of a need for gem keys with how the current state of the game is, since we already own everything. Anyways, what was the other thing I was about to go do? I think that was it. Anyways, keep going. Get more of these raid battles done. Might be able to get all of them done, actually. With all the enrage and everything we have, it's been going quite a bit quicker. That's nice. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just go for that. Keep it standard for now. Grab our blue, start getting that rolling, kill out the boss. Actually, take skull, one-shot him. Pretty much one-shot everything, regardless of what we do. We'll take that out. Even if they eventually have enough to survive, we could either stun them or get in a rage and just make them irrelevant. I get 1 more skull kills. Actually, at this point, 1 more ability does too if he gets all of his mana. Do I have a cascade for that? Yes, I do. Or potential chance. Didn't get it though. However, he can't take both of them, so we grab that, and then he's dead. Could he tell you an example of a good bar team? There aren't really too many good bar teams. It's one of the reasons you don't really see me using him much. Bar teams, if you do tend to use them, tend to get used with 4 times Wild Folk. So normally you use it with King Salinas and have your hero like up front. Use it with that and use like Luna and something else behind it. Normally goes along the lines of hero with some kind of weapon, Luna, King Salinas, and 1 other troop. Tends to be along the lines of what it gets used for. Luna teams in general it tends to get used for. But you basically just plop it into your yellow guild war is the only thing, really main one that you would bother going out of your way for. Anything other than yellow guild war, I don't really feel like it's that particularly good. It's a relatively average... well, actually, I should say average. It's a little bit above average as far as hero classes are concerned. It's probably towards like 6th or 7th, I would say. But really, unless you're forced to have to use pure yellow, I wouldn't really bring it out for the most part. Like Yellow Tower of Doom and Yellow Guild Wars are about the only 2 places you really bring it out for. That, or if you need immune to silence on your hero for whatever reason, as it is currently the only hero class in the entire game with immune to silence. Other than those instances, there's almost no instance you'd really bring him out. Like, you wouldn't use him as a main PvP team. You wouldn't bother using him for delves or anything like that. He doesn't upscale that well. At least compared to other hero classes. What hero class is worth upgrading after Titan? Thief. Thief is the 2nd best hero class in the game. And in some instances, it's better than Titan. Though I would say overall... from a well-rounded perspective, Titan is better than it. But Thief is the 2nd best. Thief basically does, well, everything that Titan doesn't. While they don't really have, they basically have no overlap in what they do. And just everything that Thief does is just insanely good. Basically, the easiest way to see if a hero class is good is how many things does it do that Titan also does, or how many good things does it does that Titan doesn't have. It's pretty much the 2 ways to check if a hero class is decent. More often than not, it's utilities that Titan doesn't have. And Thief has no similarities with Titan whatsoever, while having a bunch of good effects. It has the stealthy, it has the highest damage to last slot, or to any specific troop concentration in the entire game, off of extra turns, 7 damage per turn to last slot per extra turn. It has 7% instant kill to last slot every kill it gets. It has Hunter's Mark, which can synergize with explosion teams or just with various skulls. And it has a few different summon options just as backup off these traits itself. It has a lot of utility going for it. It's also the best thing to be using with Skeleton Key, which is the really good weapon that comes off the hero class itself. And a lot of new hero classes have been coming with insanely good weapons lately. What are the best faction teams for Hall of Guardians and All-Seeing Eye? For Hall of Guardians, it's double Silent Sentinel, double Gargoyle, or Silent Sentinel, triple Gargoyle. If you feel like you're going to lose your Silent Sentinel, you use double Gargoyle, or sorry, use double Silent Sentinel, double Gargoyle. And if you feel like you're going to survive on your Sentinel, you use Sentinel with triple Gargoyle. And those are the two teams that you run for that. Basically, you want to make sure you have Silent Sentinel for the final battle. So whatever team will make sure you have that with a bunch of Gargoyles behind is what you run. And normally, more often than not, it's double Silent, double Gargoyle. Is the way you go. As far as All-Seeing Eye, you just run one of each. If I'm not mistaken, you literally just copy the final room. I believe that's the exact team you run for All-Seeing Eye, is literally the final room of All-Seeing Eye. It's the only delve, I believe, in the entire game where the most optimal pure faction for the faction is literally just copying what the final battle is. It's the only delve in the game. Even the ones that do allow for you to kind of use the pure faction team, it's the only one that you do the exact order of what they already have it set up as. Kind of weird that it's like that, but it's the only delve that's set up that way. What's another class to do after that? Probably Sentinel. Sentinel's pretty high up there. It's basically Titan, but without, more defensive instead of offensive. Other than that, there's Frost Mage, which is mainly used for Guild Wars. There's Rune Priest, which is basically just used for Guild Wars. Defends when I say Guild Wars. There is Bard, which is mainly used offensively on Yellow Guild Wars. There is... Let's see. Actually, I could pretty much just point at all of them and tell you what they're used for real quick. As far as every hero class. Basically pointless. Best with skull spam in the entire game. Only used for Yellow Guild War Day. Only used with sacrifice to deathmark all enemies at once. Best hero class that has triple damage on burning. Whenever the enemy's burned, it has triple skull damage on them. Used exclusively for its freeze on Guild War Defends. Completely useless hero class. Used on mech teams to give them half mana. Most noteworthy these days being Tina or Tina or Bombot. Only used to accumulate souls and for soul farming. Pretty much useless. Also pretty much useless. Plague Lord, used in various Essence of Evil teams. It's basically Titan, but with spell reduction, though slightly weaker than Titan. Only used in 4x Divine teams, which are sometimes used for PvP. Only used for 4x Defend Dwarf for Guild Wars, for Red Day, because it has that one dwarf that does triple damage to red. Basically Titan, but slower and more defensive rather than offensive. So Titan's normally better, but if you need to survive, Sentinel's better. Also, it's really good in the class event, or during the raids, literally right now. Shaman, pretty much useless in the current state of the game anyways. Sorcerer, completely useless. Sunspear, completely useless. Or actually, I shouldn't say that. It does have Red Storm, but it's pretty much never used for that. Thief is the second best hero class in the entire game. Used for everything that Titan isn't used for, particularly key teams, as well as things that you need your hero to have stealthy. If you need your hero to have stealthy, you always basically use Thief. As every hero class that currently has stealthy, Thief is the strongest. Titan's basically ran for literally everything in the entire game. There's nothing that he's not optimal for, or that he's not good for. He's good for everything, though some hero classes are sometimes more optimal for specific things. However, you can default use him for literally everything, and you'll be perfectly fine. Warden is useless, and Warlord is useless, and War Priest is useless. And that's the rundown on basically all of them. Okay. Next order of business. Keep doing raids. Only 6 more battles, which means we probably have about 8 to 10 with Val Ravens. What is Doomclaw replacement? Doomclaw replacement is Baba Yaga or Corrupt. That one Corrupt one. I keep forgetting his name. It's red, purple, 12 mana cost, creates some skulls, and rages your entire team. I forget his name. I believe it's called Corrupt Urskaya, Urska something. Whatever one has that word corrupt in its name. I forget his full name. But that one. That or Baba Yaga. Either of those two are your replacement for that slot. I want that skull so badly, but I can't take it here. Don't go for that. We already have barrier, so it won't matter. Even if we didn't, we have 40% reduction, so it also wouldn't matter. For that down. Oh no, he lived! Well, I'll let him survive for now. We'll kill him with scatter damage. Or split damage. Oh no, I'm starting to call it scatter now. I think I called it scatter because it says it on the card that way. Of course, scatter and split damage are literally the exact same thing. They're just using two different terms for it. And there we go, he's dead. Oh, what's that stream I mentioned earlier, Salty? Oh yeah, she streams every Monday, normally on Monday. She's the community manager for Gems of War. Let me go on Twitch. I'll go get the link real quick. She'll be streaming in about 10 to 20 minutes. If she starts on time. She normally starts on time, though. For the most part. But there's the link for that. She'll be starting in about 10 minutes or so. Just open that in a new tab or something. Actually, let me mute mine in case it starts up randomly. I'll keep it open, though. I'll be heading there after this stream, actually. Yeah, she's the community manager for Gems of War. She normally goes over whatever content's coming out on Friday. And she's going over the new Mythic, I guess, this stream. Unfortunately, we don't have the capability of doing that. But since she works for the company, she can. Let's see. She normally doesn't go over how to use stuff, though. She normally just messes around with it. She's admittedly pretty casual at the game. To put it lightly. But she still shows the new stuff, so we get to see it in action. Also, whatever the state it is on her stream is normally the final version, which is sometimes different than how it is on the spoiler threads. Like on Terran's World, on that one link in the description. Also, that also reminds me, I need to go over a video on good external links to various stuff. There's a few different websites that have quite a few good utilities on them for the game. I haven't gone over those for a while now. I've gone over most of them individually, but I haven't done a video covering all of them recently. Some people might not know about them, even though we reference them almost every week. If anyone still has any other questions, let me know. Because we're pretty much just going to be going until we hit 0 sigils, or until she starts, whichever one happens first. Let's see, we'll throw a Mang down. Some of the traits, yeah, some of the hero classes I mentioned as useless do have good perks to them. Like, Archer is used in Black Beast teams occasionally and stuff like that. Like, they're not, like, 100% useless. It's just they're used so rarely that you might as well never bother upgrading them, or at least, you know, not focus on them anytime soon. Just because there is almost no real purpose to them that another hero class doesn't already do better. Like, Archer isn't bad, but Assassin does it better and Thief does it better. So why would you ever bother using Archer? Let's see. We'll take that over. Grab a green to all that mess. He'll take a skull. I need that skull. Ah, he moved it. Well, he didn't go for it, but he also moved it in a way that we can take it, so fail. Okay, we'll throw a Mang in. At this point, if we can just get a skull or any amount of abilities, we'll do that. Kill it with the other one. That should be fine, and he's dead. There we go. Also, the thing's still legendary. I haven't bothered getting it upgraded yet. I don't think we really need to bother with an orb. It's not going to lead to 10 star, so there's no point in getting it. Yeah, it's not going to result in a 10 star. We don't need it upgraded for a while, so we're not going to bother. However, you know, we could go throw event keys for it. Oh, you know what? I wish I would have thought about that earlier. I already maxed out the event troop. I could have actually saved all my glory, not bother upgrading it, and then just used event keys for it and done it that way. I could have done it. Oops. I could have done it that way. Oh, it's not that big a deal. But yeah, Urskaya doesn't really have much. That legend is pretty much the only thing of relevance. Like, King Mikhail's pretty underwhelming, especially in the current state of the game. And the Mythic is way too random to ever bother using, other than for the game mode right now, just because we have almost no options. But, yeah, I could have used event keys to try to upgrade it. Oh, well, we'll use a blue orb on it eventually. And, of course, by the time it reaches 10 stars, it's going to have at minimum 2 more events. It needs 16 troops, so that's 2 events. So it's going to be a while before that thing's there. Plus, we'd have 2 events to throw event keys to go and to get it maxed. And one of those events is probably going to have a new legend anyways. So we'll be able to get it up during that and do both of them simultaneously. Not really that big a deal. Anyways, though, let's go head over to raid again. Doing these. Another Valraven. Okay, apparently we're not going to be able to use all of our sigils. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case, but move that over. Go throw Mang down. That kill, or at least almost killed. Finally at the point where it doesn't kill anymore. Can't even clean up a split either. For red for now, I guess. Take that skull because Valraven. He moved up our ability a little bit. We'll try for... how do we do this? We'll try for that, I guess. Didn't get either Devour, though of course he can't be devoured, but still. I'll try killing him with Split. Doesn't even kill him out, that's unfortunate. I guess I might just have to waste an entire Mang to kill him out then. Didn't get the skull off the top, and now he just gets that. I guess we overkill him with, yeah, we'll overkill him with this, so we can Mang that one. And then Sunbird will basically kill itself out. Oops, could take in those reds. Let's see. We'll take a red for now. Get another Mang just so we can one-shot the Sunbird. And while it's not currently in one-shot range, it will be in a moment. Or that can also happen. But whenever Sunbird casts in some game modes, particularly the ones where it's AI related, the Sunbird comes in with a lot less stats. Every single troop that basically kills itself and comes back or does a transform thing like that ends up coming in with way lower stats. Sunbird is one of them. Nice, double Devour, and then we just split kill that. And then we just take one skull and he's down. Only problem is, where's our skull? Still no skull. Let's see. Take that for now. Grab a... I'll take red, why not? It's gonna give him the skull, but I don't think we had a different option there. Take that. Grab herself another red. And he's skull now. There we go. Okay, now he's down. Sorry, I didn't get to your question. What was it? I might have just skipped over your question. Are you going to release a weekly roundup video for this weekend? Or for this week? What do you mean by weekly roundup? Or do you mean a event video? It's already posted. It might not have had the notification go down yet, but it was posted at the beginning of this stream. So maybe if you were watching the stream the entire time, I might not have caught it. But yeah, we just posted it right before the stream started. Let me get the link for it. Right over here. It was posted a little bit late. Actually, I think this was the latest I ever posted it. I don't know why it wanted to take so long to upload. But let me go get that real quick. Where's the link? Here it is. Mute it so it doesn't play an ad. Stop playing an ad. They keep trying to advertise some kind of chicken sandwich thingy from some fast food place. It's like pretty good though. But there you guys go. There's the video. There's the weekly event video thing. For any of you that still haven't caught that, goes over all the things you'll need to know. If you still have any other questions, feel free to leave it either tonight or tomorrow or on the video. Okay, throw that down. Another first slot Valraven. We're basically gaining sigils at this point, which is definitely nice. Though I don't think we're going to be needing that many sigils, but oh well. I'll throw this down onto the last slot. Also, great to see how quickly these events go down now as well. Like, with how many our guild's going to get done, we could pretty much be done with this event after just an hour. Because everyone now buys more because of the packs that have those emoji thingies. So everyone just naturally does more battles. And they naturally get them earlier in the week, making it so we have to play the events even less than we normally do. Kind of nice. Saves time all around. Because not only are they actually quicker, like how quickly you can win each battle because of potions helping out a little bit, but it encourages more people to spend more, so that's more applicable to late game guilds though. But yeah, there's just more people doing. Oh wow, he's about to get his first cast. Can't stop that. But there's just more people naturally getting more sigils. That's unfortunate. That's actually the first time he's gotten to cast against us during this event. Yeah, we'll take that over. Can we get anything to kill it with? I guess. Oh, skull! Okay, good. He didn't grab the other one because there's two options. Completely just neglected it. There we go. Yeah, we have more sigils than we had moments ago. That's a fail. That's kind of funny. Oh, also, we already hit the next tier. Nothing good on it, but we'll claim it. And then we go all orbs. An orb, a double orb, and then a major orb. Also, that title is so cute, that meme title. If it fits, I sit. I sit. I might need to actually change that to my title from now on. That actually is a bit cute, or too cute. Yeah, when I used to have cats, they always used to love just sitting in boxes. Doesn't even matter how small the box is. They'll fit. They'll try finding a way to fit in it. They're really adorable. They also love bags. Almost to the point I'm surprised they haven't tried suffocating themselves on accident yet. Because they just keep ramming into bags. They don't care. They just love playing with them. Let's see. Yeah, boxes are not safe around cats, and it is really adorable. I'll throw that down. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough to kill. Actually, not even Ming's gonna be enough to kill. Oh, never mind. Yes, it is. It's actually exact enough damage. What do we take? Grab a blue for now. What's the best substitute for Doomclaw? Either the Corrupt Urskaya, that one red-purple one for 12 mana that creates a bunch of skulls and enrages your entire team with a bit of board control. You either use that or you use Baba Yaga. That one that has the double silence, which basically only means one silence because it won't work on the boss, obviously. But that one that has the silence into a summon. And basically you use it for the summon in order to keep replacing out your troops as they die, just to make sure that the Zugoff doesn't kill your hero or something else of importance. Like your raid troop or something. Or at least have a replacement for it. So like if it kills out your Urskaya, you then just cast your Baba Yaga and then it replaces it with another troop that he'll have to waste a cast on. Okay, we'll do this one last final battle then. So if anyone still has any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is an hour and a half prior to now tomorrow. And, yeah, other than that, we have a really exciting Friday this weekend, if nothing else. New hero class and new Mythic. New hero class is pretty average towards bad. However, it will have the highest dodge in the game and a okay weapon. And other than that, the hero class the Mythic will be insanely good, and it will get buffed in about 2 weeks as well, because we're getting in 3 Fridays from now, we're getting a troop from the next faction that will be bringing in a 50% mana start. And with that 50% mana start, to elementals, a 50% mana start to elementals. So with that, the new Mythic's elemental and Furnace is elemental. They'll be able to synergize both of those together. Even prior to that, they'll both be able to be synergized. However, there's no way to feed them mana decently until a few weeks from now. So it's kind of funny because he's going to be introduced on Friday, and he's going to be decent. Like, it's going to be good, but I don't think it's going to be particularly game-breaking, or at least even potentially game-breaking until that troop comes out in a few weeks. That will be assisting it and giving it its mana that it needs. But regardless, it doesn't even matter how good or bad the troop is. Just the fact that it has the best stun in the game, it'll be used for. Same reason that in Furnace, worst comes to worst. Even if they nerf its ability into the ground for whatever reason, which they already tried nerfing it a little bit more, but even that barely touched it at all. But mainly because worst comes to worst, you would use it for its traits alone. And the same thing's going to happen with this new Mythic that's coming out. Even if you don't use its ability a single time, its traits are so good that just using it for its traits are perfectly fine. It has 50% skull reduction, it has Brown Storm every kill, and it has the most noteworthy one, which is stun all enemies every extra turn, which is the whole reason why you'd even really use it in the first place. More often than not, is for its stun. Best stun in the game, and it will probably forever be the best stun in the game. Not sure how you can really do one better than automatic free 4x stun onto the entire enemy team. Okay, we have 4 battles left. We keep covering back to 4 battles left. I don't mind too much, though. Well, what's kind of funny is those battles did come from that extra tier. So, yeah, there we go. Salty's live. Well, let's head over to Salty then. Let's go take our tributes. Yep, there's Salty. So if you guys, oops, sorry, that's the video from earlier. My bad. Well, also go check out that video I just posted. Anyways, guys, leave a like if you enjoyed the stream. Hope you all have a wonderful week. I'll be back tomorrow night, as I mentioned, same time as always, hour and a half prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be going over the normal stuff as we always do. Probably mainly doing delves tomorrow, as it is a delve day, as it is every Tuesday. So that's probably going to be a good majority of our tomorrow. But anyways, guys, go catch out Salty. I believe she'll be going over the new Mythic that's coming out this Friday, and she'll have a bunch of codes as well. So thanks for stopping by, everyone. I'll catch all of you later. Have a wonderful week, and goodbye.